Welcome to the Logic Bank Civilization Guide. In this guide we're going to go through all the civilizations and decide which is the best to start with and which is the best to then take into KVK. Let's start with what's the base of your account. Are you going to be a cavalry account, an infantry account or an archer account? If you're planning to be a cavalry account, I would suggest you start China. If you're planning to be an infantry account, I would suggest you start China. If you're planning to be an archer account, I would suggest you start China. That's because you're delusional. Your account at the beginning is a mixed march account. It would take you 50 days before you are a meta march of all one troop type. At the start of the game, we are all mixed except for that 1% who are the whales, and of course they can shoot off and go straight for a full march of something. But you are a mixed march for a good 40 or 50 days. And how does China support you in that? Firstly, it has increased troop defense. So not just for infantry, for all of your troops, for your infantry, your cavalry and your archers. So it's for a mixed march. Also, Sun Tzu is the most universally useful commander. His fourth skill increases skill damage, which is for all types of troops. His third skill has reduced damage for all troop types. And in his talents, he can of course be a skill-based commander. He doesn't have to go straight into the infantry tree for the first 40 or 50 days. He can fill up the talents of the skill tree, which makes him a mixed commander. Now we've got that out of the way, let's move on to what you then might want to do going into KVK or going into the future. A lot of people keep China until they are City Hall 25, but you may not get to level 25 before KVK and you may want to change. Let's now have a look at all the other kingdoms, civilizations even, and let's see what they might do for you. So Greece has the infantry health. Going into KVK1, health is a problem for all commander types. Whether you're infantry, archer or cavalry, health is a problem. So that 5% health is important. But rally damage is only important for the rally leaders and flag garrisons. So not really. And if we look at the troops, they're more attacker based, so not health. So I would possibly avoid Greece. Now Rome I like, but again, infantry defense, not that hard. We are looking for, if we can find it, we are looking for health. And this has actually the lowest health, 187. So I would possibly miss out Rome as well if I was an infantry commander. Now Germany is a cavalry. The extra attack, again, we don't really want it. We're looking for health. You're stacking attack onto a cavalry march, not that difficult. But troop training, 5%, that's definitely useful and will help develop your account. Action points recovery, again, very useful. Let's have a look though. And it has got a good base health. So Germany, I think, is more if you're planning to maybe be a cavalry march but have a bit of a back seat, maybe not go all out fighting, and keep developing your account during KVK. Germany would be a great choice, and especially for downtime, Germany I like a lot. Britain is an archer account, so the attack we're not really looking for, but troop training very useful. Garrison capacity not so useful unless you're planning to take city hits or be a trap city. Let's have a look. Again, the boost of attack 102, that's like the highest it can get as a base attack. But I'm not the biggest fan of Britain. I don't think you'll see many people. I think people would prefer the extra skill damage, or you are looking to stack some health onto your archers. And plus their equipment tends to be very defense heavy. The axe throwers, let's have a look at them. So increased health 3%, brilliant. But also, I think they have one of the highest base defenses for infantry. So an infantry commander should be very interested in France if you're trying to build extra health. Plus, that if you're trying to get very involved in the fighting, that extra 20% healing speed, I think France is very viable for infantry commanders that want to build extra health. I think that's who I've definitely gone through KVK1 with infantry France before, so that is a recommend. China is who we started as. Right, Vikings. So increased attack, we're not really looking to stack that. Counter-attack damage, again, not really looking to stack that, but it's all going on to infantry attack. But if we look at the troops, the base is on defense. They're a bit more of an all-rounder. I see nothing wrong with them, but you're not really getting any. 10% load, not brilliant. Certainly, I think I prefer France rather than Vikings. Now, Egypt have the most health on the archer, I believe, so 197. So health, again, is a problem. So extra attack, extra health. Again, though, the rallied army damage is more for the whales, but then that 1.5% for building and research. So if you're looking to take a bit of a back seat in the KVK, could be a good choice for your archers, but I don't think the best choice. Japan with the samurai, increase troop attack. So that's really for mixed marches. And the base is on the attack. I don't really think you want that on your infantry. I'd much rather build the health. And march speed and gathering resources, no use to anybody in KVK1. Korea. Now, Korea really, I think, is the base choice if you're looking to continue your account progress through KVK1. Yes, you're going to go and fight, but account progress is your main priority. That 3% research is a lot more than you think. Once you start to get into the 100-day researches, that 3% is pretty important. Although archer defense is pretty ugly because they say their equipment is very heavy in defense at the start of the game. And the troops, again, the highest defense I think there is on the base defense on the archers. Not really what you're looking for. Hospital capacity by 15%, that's handy. So I like them. I think really, again, it's for development rather than pure fighting. Spain have the defense, which you're not looking for. And the base is attack. There's better options. You may as well take the extra skill damage, I would have thought. Resource productions, that's not really useful. Experience for barbarians, not really useful. Arabia. So again, cavalry, increase attack, not really looking for it. Damage dealt by rallies, that's for rally leaders, not for you. And the base, though, does improve health. So if you were looking for slightly better trades or you were having trouble building health on your march, they are an option. But I think I would prefer, if I had Minamoto, maybe if I had Minamoto, I think that the extra 5% skill damage is very, very persuasive. But then I think maybe Arabia, if I was Minamoto, I think that's who I would go. Now this is archers, but I think this is quite versatile because actually my cavalry, my Bella March has Cao, so the skill damage 5% and the 5% speed march. As a Belarus purist, this is who I will be going, but that's because I'm just trying to stack speed and skill damage. And it does mean, though, I don't have a specialist troop, so maybe it's a mistake. I'll do my sums, but I'm more interested in march speed. The last one here, increased cavalry health, 5%. I like that. The capacity, 5%. So this is good, and let's have a look. Defense, not quite what you're after, but health is still quite good at 192. At least it's not 187. So that's another option. But really, you've got to decide what you want. Are you trying to continue the progress of your account, or are you trying to build health onto your march for KVK1? That's how I think you should look at these. Look at the base on the specialist units, then look at the buffs, and then decide what you want. If you're really going to get your hands dirty, though, Healing 20%, and increased troop health is of course across all your troops. But then you wouldn't have a specialist unit unless you're infantry. But of course a lot of free-to-play players should be infantry for KVK 1. Well, here's my guide. I hope it helps somebody. I never really thought to make this before, as I always thought it was obvious to be China and then switch to Korea, or to stack health on your main unit to improve the trades. I hope this helps somebody. Thanks for watching.